Could your daily vitamins be subtly undermining the strength of your legs? It may seem hard to believe, but for numerous seniors, it's a reality. Each morning, countless older individuals turn to their daily supplements, convinced they are enhancing their health, increasing their energy, or safeguarding their heart. But what if some of those pills are subtly causing more harm than benefit? If you've observed a decline in your leg strength, if rising from a chair has become more challenging than before, or if climbing stairs feels increasingly daunting these days, it might not solely be a result of getting older. Your supplement routine might be the culprit. Building leg strength goes beyond mere activity. It's essential for maintaining your independence, avoiding hazardous falls, and ensuring mobility as you grow older. In this video, we're uncovering 3 prevalent vitamins that might be quietly undermining your strength, and crucially, what actions you can take to remain strong, steady, and self-assured. Let's examine this in more detail. First on the list is the often overlooked powerhouse, vitamin E. Let's dive into a vitamin you might not have anticipated finding here, vitamin E. For years, it has been promoted as a miraculous nutrient. It's likely that you've come across claims about its benefits for heart health, skin protection, and even its role in slowing the aging process. That's why it's quite prevalent to encounter vitamin E in multivitamins, individual supplements, and various anti-aging formulations. Numerous older adults consume it each day, frequently without a second thought. It appears innocuous. After all, it's merely a vitamin, isn't it? However, it's important to note that not all vitamins are safe in large amounts, and vitamin E is one that can insidiously lead to negative effects when consumed in excess, particularly in older adults. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble vitamin, meaning that your body retains it in fat tissues and the liver. In contrast to water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C or the B vitamins, which are excreted through urine when unnecessary, fat-soluble vitamins remain in the body for a longer duration. Over time, this can result in harmful levels, particularly if you're consuming high-dose supplements daily without being aware of it. This is where the real worry starts to unfold. Excessive accumulation of vitamin E in your body can disrupt crucial functions in your muscles and nerves. Specifically, it can interfere with neuromuscular function, indicating that the link between your nerves and muscles may not operate as effectively as it ought to. For an individual already experiencing a natural decline in muscle mass due to aging, this can pose a significant challenge. Over time, you might start to sense a decline in the strength of your legs, or perhaps your balance isn't quite what it once was. Typically, it unfolds gradually, rather than in a single moment. The indications are faint and simple to overlook initially. Perhaps you notice it's becoming somewhat more challenging to rise from your beloved chair. Or perhaps you sense a bit more uncertainty as you navigate the aisles of the grocery store. One could attribute it to the passage of time, or perhaps a touch of weariness. However, the truth is that your muscles are deteriorating internally, and vitamin E might significantly influence that progression. Another sign to be aware of is tiredness during daily activities, particularly in your legs and hips. Your muscles might fatigue faster than they once did. Additionally, since vitamin E has the potential to thin the blood, individuals who are already taking blood-thinning medications face an even greater risk. This heightens the risk of bruising, internal bleeding, and possibly severe complications if you happen to fall, even from something as trivial as tripping over a rug or missing a step. This situation is particularly troubling as it is frequently misdiagnosed or ignored. Many individuals believe that these concerns, such as feeling unsteady, sluggish, or quickly fatigued, are simply a natural aspect of aging. However, in truth, they could be linked to something as minor and straightforward as a daily supplement that is no longer suitable for your age or health condition. What alternatives do you have? It's reassuring to know that vitamin E remains significant, but high doses aren't necessary, and obtaining it from a pill is certainly not required. The natural world offers an abundance of foods rich in vitamin E that your body can absorb with greater safety. Excellent choices are sunflower seeds, almonds, spinach, and avocados. These natural sources provide your body with exactly what it requires, free from the danger of excess. Additionally, consulting with your doctor is a wise decision, particularly if you've been on high-dose vitamin E for an extended period. Inquire whether it remains essential. Gather your supplements and let's go over them together. It's quite astonishing how many individuals are consuming dosages that exceed the recommended levels, simply because the label boasts heart-healthy or immune support. Additionally, if you're using several supplements, remember to tally all sources of vitamin E. It could be lurking in your multivitamin, within your skincare products, and even in your daily brain booster. The combined amount might be exceeding safe levels without your awareness. In conclusion, vitamin E is not a foe. However, excessive amounts can subtly diminish your muscle strength, particularly in your legs. Such factors can influence your stability, movement, and self-sufficiency, elements we all strive to safeguard as we age. Rather than relying on high-dose pills, think about transitioning to whole foods and consulting your doctor about your supplement strategy. Your legs will express their gratitude, and your future self will too. Number 2. The bone and muscle drainer. Vitamin A. Now let's discuss another vitamin that numerous seniors rely on to enhance their well-being. Vitamin A. It has received extensive acclaim for its advantages to eyesight, skin health, and immune support, making it a common ingredient in various multivitamins, enriched foods, and traditional treatments such as cod liver oil. That seems quite nutritious, doesn't it? However, the reality is that, similar to vitamin E, vitamin A is fat-soluble, which means it doesn't exit your body easily. Rather, it accumulates, subtly and slowly, until it begins to inflict harm without your awareness. The human body is truly remarkable, yet as we grow older, its ability to process nutrients changes significantly. The liver's function diminishes, muscle recovery takes longer, and bone density gradually decreases. This indicates that we have a narrower margin for mistakes regarding supplements, and an excess of vitamin A can shift the balance unfavorably. One of the major worries regarding excessive vitamin A is its impact on your bones, particularly in the hips and legs, the essential structures that enable us to walk, maintain balance, and preserve our independence. Research indicates that elevated levels of vitamin A are associated with increased bone loss. For older adults, even a minor decrease in bone density can lead to significant repercussions. A minor miscalculation, a trip over a carpet, or a fall in the kitchen can lead to a break that alters your existence. Yet the peril extends beyond just your bones. The integrity of muscle strength may also be affected. A significant number of older adults experience an increasing discomfort or pain in their hips or thighs, particularly following extended periods of walking or standing. These symptoms can easily be dismissed. We often think, "Oh, I'm just getting older," or "I must have overdone it yesterday." But what if it's something more than just aging? What if the supplement you take each morning, believing it's beneficial, is actually doing the opposite? One of the challenging aspects of vitamin A is that it originates from numerous sources, and they can accumulate rapidly. Cod liver oil boasts a rich concentration of vitamin A. Incorporate a multivitamin, a fortified breakfast cereal, and maybe some liver into your meals, and you might find yourself surpassing the recommended intake without even realizing it. The accumulation of vitamin A in your body can result in chronic toxicity, particularly if you have been consuming it daily for an extended period, such as months or years. Be mindful of these warning signs: persistent aches in your hips or upper legs that refuse to fade away, exhaustion following even brief walks, a developing hesitation to ascend the stairs or embark on walks, not due to fear or apathy, but because your legs simply don't feel as they once did. These are more than mere indicators of getting older. Your body might be subtly communicating, something's not right. So, what's the remedy? Initially, it's crucial to understand that vitamin A remains vital, but the focus lies on the type and the quantity. The more secure option for the majority, particularly older adults, is beta-carotene, the plant-derived variant present in vibrant vegetables such as carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach, and kale. In contrast to retinol, the active form of vitamin A present in supplements and animal products, beta-carotene does not accumulate to harmful levels. Your body transforms it into vitamin A solely when necessary, providing an inherent safety feature. If you are taking a vitamin A supplement, particularly one that is retinol-based or derived from cod liver oil, it might be time to reconsider your choice. Are you also obtaining vitamin A from additional supplements or fortified foods? One can effortlessly accumulate more than intended without realizing it, and therein lies the danger. A single minor adjustment can significantly impact your vitality, power, and skeletal well-being. Additionally, you might want to inquire with your doctor about a vitamin A blood test, particularly if you have been taking supplements for an extended period. Many individuals typically undergo standard lab tests, which frequently do not assess vitamin levels unless explicitly asked for. A nutrient panel can indicate whether your vitamin A levels are approaching a concerning threshold. The key point is straightforward yet significant. More isn't necessarily advantageous, particularly regarding fat-soluble vitamins such as A. What once appeared to be a wise health practice may now be jeopardizing the very aspects you aim to safeguard: your bones, your muscles, and your capacity to navigate life with ease. Rather than depending on high-dose supplements, embrace whole foods. Allow your nourishment to originate from your meals, not from a container of supplements. It's not merely a matter of safety, it's also aligned with the way your body was meant to flourish. Third on the list, the nerve damager, vitamin B6. Now let's discuss a vitamin frequently promoted as a source of energy and cognitive support, vitamin B6. It's present in a variety of offerings designed for older adults: multivitamins, energy blends, memory support capsules, and even supplements to boost mood. It is frequently regarded as innocuous since, in contrast to vitamins A and E, vitamin B6 dissolves in water. Typically, it is suggested that water-soluble vitamins are safe, since the body eliminates what it does not require. However, what's unexpected is that vitamin B6 can accumulate to toxic levels, particularly if you're using multiple supplements that include it. When it occurs, it doesn't merely result in minor side effects. It can inflict genuine, enduring harm to your nerves, especially those in your legs and feet. One of the most perilous consequences of excessive B6 is a condition known as peripheral neuropathy. This condition impacts the nerves responsible for sensation and movement in your limbs. It frequently begins in a quiet manner. Perhaps you feel a tingling sensation in your toes, or experience a mild numbness that appears and disappears. Initially, you may overlook it or think it's just a case of inadequate blood flow. However, as time passes, that tingling sensation may begin to extend. You might start to notice that your legs feel asleep more frequently, or that your feet don't seem to connect with the ground like they once did. Some individuals refer to it as a dead leg sensation, almost as if your legs have become detached from your body. Some people realize they're stumbling over thin air, or that their stride feels slightly unsteady as they move across the room. The ascent of stairs can grow increasingly daunting as a sense of trepidation regarding a potential fall begins to settle in. This type of nerve damage impacts not only your physical well-being, but also erodes your confidence, undermines your sense of control, and diminishes your independence. It's truly disheartening, as numerous individuals facing these symptoms believe they are merely a consequence of aging. Or even more concerning, they worry they could be developing a condition such as multiple sclerosis or diabetic neuropathy. However, the true offender might be lurking in their bathroom cabinet, a B6 supplement they've been using for years. What constitutes an excessive amount? The typical threshold for B6 is usually established at 100 milligrams daily. However, numerous over-the-counter supplements surpass this limit, particularly if you are using several products simultaneously. A typical daily multivitamin could contain 20 to 40 milligrams, while your energy booster contributes an additional 50 milligrams, and a memory support supplement adds another 30 milligrams. Before you realize it, you consistently exceed the safe limit, day after day. And here's the truly challenging aspect. The harm inflicted by B6 toxicity doesn't always resolve, even after you cease its intake. Certain individuals may endure lasting or potentially irreversible nerve damage, leading to persistent numbness, diminished coordination, or ongoing weakness in the legs. That's quite a high cost for something that was meant to provide you with energy or clarity. What measures can you take to ensure your safety? Begin by reviewing all of your supplements. Examine each label carefully, not only your multivitamin but also any product that claims to enhance memory, boost energy, or improve mood. You may be surprised by the significant amount of B6 that is concealed within your daily habits. Secondly, keep in mind that the most reliable source of B6 comes from actual food. Your body excels at processing nutrients from natural sources such as bananas, avocados, potatoes, turkey, and chickpeas. These foods offer the perfect balance, sufficient to nourish your nervous system while keeping it safe. If you notice any numbness, tingling, or unusual sensations in your legs or feet, it's important to consult your doctor and request a blood test to assess your vitamin B6 levels. Many individuals often overlook the importance of asking, and regrettably, standard blood tests typically do not cover this unless specifically requested. Identifying a B6 overload promptly can significantly impact the reversal of symptoms and safeguard your long-term mobility. Lastly, avoid the misconception that more is better. It's a common pitfall, particularly when supplements are advertised with enticing claims such as energize your mind, support mental clarity, or boost your mood. And however, when it pertains to B6, an excess can subtly undermine your strength, your balance, and your confidence in your own body. Let's remember, our legs serve purposes beyond mere walking. They serve as the cornerstone of our autonomy. They guide us through existence, enabling us to shop, prepare meals, explore, connect with loved ones, and maintain our dignity. The final outcome we desire is for something we embraced for support to become the very thing that gradually diminishes it. Pause for a moment and reflect. Examine what you consume on a daily basis. Consider whether it's essential and engage in a discussion with your healthcare provider regarding your supplement regimen. Understanding is essential. By gaining insight into what we put into our bodies, we enhance our ability to safeguard the vitality, mobility, and independence that drive us forward. The broader perspective, the importance of your leg strength. As we age, it becomes all too simple to attribute every discomfort, every misstep, and every wave of tiredness to the mere passage of time. This narrative is ingrained in us, shaping our expectations and often leading us to a reluctant acceptance. But what if that narrative isn't completely accurate? What if the muscle weakness, leg fatigue, or balance issues you're experiencing aren't merely the result of aging, but instead the subtle consequences of the supplements you've relied on for your well-being? In reality, the slow deterioration of muscle and nerve function isn't solely a result of getting older. At times, it can be triggered or exacerbated by excessive intake of specific vitamins, particularly vitamin E, vitamin A, and vitamin B6. The right amounts of these nutrients are crucial, but when consumed in excess, particularly over months or years, they can subtly undermine the strength in your legs, the coordination in your steps, and the confidence in your balance. This suggests that what you've considered a normal aspect of aging might actually be avoidable harm, resulting not from the passage of time, but from your habits. A seemingly harmless daily pill could be gradually weakening your muscles or numbing the nerves in your legs without any indication. But here's the encouraging news. When we identify the signs early, we can regain control. Evaluating your supplements, posing the appropriate inquiries, and implementing minor, well-informed adjustments can safeguard your strength and autonomy for many years ahead. Your legs embody your liberation. Don't allow superfluous supplements to strip that from you. While aging is a certainty, the manner in which you embrace it is entirely within your control. What you should do next. Now that you are aware of the concealed risks associated with specific vitamins, you might be asking yourself, what steps should I take from here? The reassuring fact is, there's no need to stress or discard every bottle in your cabinet. However, it is essential to take some deliberate actions to safeguard your health, maintain your leg strength, and preserve your independence. Step 1. Examine each supplement you consume. Examine each vitamin, multivitamin, or health supplement you consume, whether it's part of your daily routine or just on occasion. Examine the labels closely. Consider this. What does it contain? Is it truly necessary? Keep an eye out for vitamin E, vitamin A, notably in the form of retinol, and vitamin B6. You might be astonished by the variety of products that contain them, often in significant amounts. Step 2. Verify the dosage. Numerous seniors inadvertently exceed the advised daily limits, not due to a single medication, but rather from a combination of several that accumulate. For instance, a multivitamin, an energy supplement, and a fortified cereal might all lead to elevated levels. Be aware of your overall intake. Step 3. Consult with the appropriate physician. Not every physician focuses on the health of seniors. Seek out a provider who truly grasps the distinct requirements of older adults, such as a geriatrician or a functional medicine doctor. Make sure to have your list of supplements on hand. Inform them of any leg weakness, balance problems, or tingling sensations you have encountered. Step 4. Request a nutrient panel. Please arrange for blood work that tests for vitamin levels, particularly focusing on vitamin A, vitamin E, and vitamin B6. These are not always part of standard lab tests, so it's important to be precise. Your physician can assess whether you're retaining excess and provide guidance on how to make safe adjustments. Step 5. Prioritize nourishment above all. Whenever you can, obtain your nutrients from whole, natural foods. Your body excels at absorbing vitamins from natural sources such as fruits, vegetables, lean meats, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. These foods are naturally balanced and far safer than excessive supplementation. Keep in mind, this is not about fear, it's about taking charge. Your power and agility are important. By making some thoughtful adjustments, you can safeguard your health, remain active, and enjoy a life of independence for many more years ahead. A further concealed threat: inactivity. Even if you've meticulously managed your vitamin intake, there's another subtle danger that can undermine your legs, and it's something many of us engage in without a second thought: excessive sitting. In the contemporary landscape, extended periods of sitting have become commonplace, be it through reading, enjoying television, or simply taking a break between tasks. Although embracing a slower pace might seem like the most prudent choice, particularly as we grow older, remaining inactive carries its own significant repercussions. Prolonged sitting leads to a decline in our leg muscles due to inactivity. As those muscles begin to weaken, your balance can be compromised, turning everyday actions, such as rising from a chair or ascending stairs, into more challenging and potentially hazardous tasks. Simultaneously, a lack of activity leads to bone deterioration, particularly in the hips and legs, heightening the likelihood of fractures from even slight tumbles. You don't require a gym membership or rigorous workouts to take a stand. What is truly important is the steady flow and progression. A brief stroll around the home, some light chair exercises, or just a few minutes of leg stretches can help maintain your muscle strength, enhance circulation, and safeguard your bones. Simply standing up and moving around every hour can truly make an impact. Consider movement as a form of healing. Just as you carefully consider supplements, be deliberate about how frequently you engage your legs. Your body is crafted for movement, and it flourishes when you engage it. As you prioritize your health with mindful nutrition, remember to keep your body active. It's among the easiest and most powerful methods to maintain strength, stability, and autonomy as you grow older. Each step matters without exception. A note from a fellow senior. Allow me to share my thoughts with you, not from a place of authority or expertise, but as someone who has traveled a considerable distance and encountered much on that journey. I have experienced decades of transformation, observed the world as it shifts, and come to understand that aging is not the adversary. Rather, it is the beliefs we cling to that hinder our progress. I've observed friends, neighbours, and even my own family members gradually lose their strength, their balance, and ultimately their independence. Not due to a dreadful illness, but because of the well-meaning habits they believed were beneficial. Each day, they consumed the same vitamins, placing their faith in the label, unaware that the pills they thought were safeguarding their health were, gradually, stealthily undermining their strength and diminishing the steadiness of their steps. I encourage you to take a moment to reflect and be aware. Stay vigilant. Exercise discernment. You have experienced much. Now embrace life with vigor. Pay attention to what your body is telling you. Pay attention to the subtle shifts, the moments of doubt, the fatigue in your limbs. These aspects hold significance. They are soft murmurs from within, attempting to convey a message before it erupts into a roar. You have the privilege to stride with assurance, to greet each day on your own 2 feet, firm and dignified. Don't allow old habits or unspoken errors to take that away from you. You possess strength. You have moments ahead of you. Seize the reins. Inquire away. Re-evaluate the information you've received. And keep in mind, the aim isn't solely to extend life. It's to enhance it, embracing freedom, purpose, and strength. The power in your legs embodies your freedom. It enables you to stay active, balanced, and self-sufficient. Now, you possess the understanding to safeguard it. Examine this information to gain deeper insights into your daily routine. There's always an opportunity to embrace a transformation that nurtures your well-being and future. Taking small steps, such as assessing your supplements or increasing your daily activity, can assist you in regaining your confidence, balance, and mobility. I'm eager to know your thoughts. Which vitamin will you be examining today? Share a lesson you've discovered in the comments. If you found this information valuable, consider subscribing for additional health tips tailored specifically for seniors, because a longer life should also be a stronger one.